Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of the Vantage Point Podcast. Yes, it's been a while. It's been over a year now since my last episode of the Vantage Point Podcast. Those of you who don't know, if you're a brand new follower of mine, if you just found me now, just know I had a podcast, a second podcast. My first podcast is All Moves, over 230 plus episodes at the time of this recording. So go subscribe to that. That's only audio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Go check that out. The links will be in the description below. Last year I had a podcast called Vantage Point Podcast where I break down the quotes and the posts I put up on social media. And I just decided that I'm going to start doing it again. I got busy last year, but it's not an excuse. I'm back. I'm back better than ever. And get ready, fam. The content is going to be better. The content is going to get good. We're going to dive deep. I'm going to be posting a lot more content and a lot of big things coming. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and subscribe to the podcast. With that being said, let's look at today's quote. The quote that we're breaking down today is "Take nothing personal. Most people are just revealing how they feel about themselves." The caption I put on this quote is, "Honestly, nothing should bother you. Words only hurt if you let them. When you are solid with yourself and you are grounded with what is, it truly doesn't matter what people say. You will never be surprised or feel blindsided when you understand the root cause behind the moves people make." We see the world as we are. Remember that. We see the world as we are. People are projecting how they feel about themselves to you. Now, let's just say, for example, someone is viewing the world through the eyes of a mind that's is in a constant avoidance of their problems, right? They avoid their problems, they escape their problems, they run away from their problems, they run away from what is, they see the world based on what they wish it was, right? They look to feel good from moment to moment, which means they're chasing temporary happiness. They're not really addressing the problems of the mind. They're not really running towards their fears or looking to understand their fears. What's going to happen, right? They're seeing the world through this narrow mind. Everything is, got to be aware of everything. Everything is, defensive. Got to defend yourself here and there from words. When words are dust, when you understand yourself, fam. When you understand yourself, it really doesn't matter what happens or what people say, because you have that conversation with yourself in the mirror. It's only when you don't have this conversation. It's only when you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't know who you are because you've been focusing on different things. You've been focusing on other things. Now the words of others get to you because you're like wondering, why would they say that? And then you're easily offended. Now there is truth in being easily offended. A couple of things about being offended. If you're easily offended, you're easily manipulated. And there is truth when it comes to being offended by something. There's something there that you need to work on. No words alone shouldn't offend you, right? Because you have full control over how you react and respond to what people say. You're out here getting offended. You're out here allowing other people's opinions to determine, how you feel about yourself. The most aware observe what people say, and the most aware observe where it's coming from. Where is it coming from, fam? If I'm living a life and I'm escaping my problems and I'm running away from my fears, and I'm afraid to see me, and I'm frustrated with myself, and I'm sad and I'm angry, I'm envious and I'm jealous, and then I see you. You are where I want to be. You have everything that I say that I want. Now I want to bring you down. Now I want to make comments to make you feel how I feel on the day to day. Because I have no intention to address it. So if I have no intention to address the problem, I have no intention to understand myself. If I see you, you're going to offend me. Words are going to offend me. Things are going to bother me. This is why, fam, the most aware never take anything personal, because they understand. They're very empathetic. When you're aware and you're clear and you're solid with yourself, you don't take anything personal because you know where it's coming from. You observe it, you listen to it, You embrace what is being said, right? But you're not quick to react and respond. You're not quick to agree or disagree. You just listen, right? Some of you have all these triggers. Oh, I get triggered when this word says this word says that. It's like, that's because you're not having these conversations with yourself. You're not spending most of your time addressing the situation. Because the only conversation that matters is the conversation that you have in the mirror. And if you're not bringing up this stuff in the mirror, meaning with yourself, then of course you're gonna be very sensitive about these words or what people telling you and what people are saying about you. People are talking about you and people are talking behind your back. It's like you're worrying about all these things that really, really, really doesn't matter, fam. It really doesn't matter. Life will be what you prioritize, what you settle for, and what you give attention to. And if you're settling for mediocrity, if you're settling for these fears and insecurities that you haven't addressed, you just settle for them, right? You avoid them. This is just the way it is. It's just the way life is. You don't look to understand them, right? If you're prioritizing running away and avoiding your problem, if you're prioritizing these things, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. And if you're giving attention to, what everybody else is doing, you're putting your attention and energy towards the wrong things. You need to get solid with yourself. You need to start knowing yourself. You need to start addressing the problems in the mind because you have full control over how you react and respond to whatever comes your way. This is real. This is not a quote. This is not something I'm saying to look cool for social media. This is real. You have control over how you react and respond to whatever is done to you, whatever is said to you. And your goal, if you prioritize truth, is to understand where it's coming from, right? Put yourself in their shoes for a second. You start to see, I get it. Oh, man, I get it. I get it. If you saw the world the way they did, you get it. But a lot of you is too quick, right? A lot of you are not really interested. A lot of you is like, forget that, right? Because I don't want to, I don't want to allow this person to push me over. I don't want to allow this person to make me feel like this. No one's making you feel like anything, fam. No one's making you feel like anything. And in the world today, to say that, a lot of people are like, oh, well, this person's saying this person's saying this. What do you mean? They're purposely manipulating me. The easily offended are the easiest to manipulate. Why? Because you hear what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. And because of that, you spend most of your time, right, wanting to make others change. Oh, no, you said this to me. Say sorry, apologize to me because you made me feel like this. Instead of controlling what you have full control of, which is how you react and respond. It's changing your perception and your perspective to the point when words come at you, they're just dust. Why is it dust? Because you're so solid with yourself that you observe what is being said, you take in what is being said, but you don't let it alter how you feel about yourself. If you're confused, then anything that anybody says about you, you're like, oh wait, is that true? Oh man, I'm not sure about myself. You're not sure about yourself because you spend most of your time not looking at yourself. Then it makes sense. Of course, right? It makes so much sense. Why we feel bad, it makes so much sense. Why we're easily offended. Makes so much sense why we're easily manipulated, why we're so afraid. Gotta have that one-to-one conversation with yourself. Gotta make it a priority, fam, to be solid with you. Take control what you have control of. Address the problems in the mind, address your fears, understand your fears, because understanding the problem is the solution. Understand your problems, work on you. Be the best version of yourself. And I know that's thrown around a lot, right? Be the best version of you. But I'm telling you, being the best version of you is a moment to moment decision. It's the foundation of your mind. It's how you see yourself, how you see the world. then you start to understand that the only thing that truly matters is the conversations you have with yourself. What you say about you, how you see the world, taking control of the things you have full control of. So when you do that, it really doesn't matter what happens. It really doesn't matter what people say. Because you go to sleep at night knowing who you are. That's what I got for you, fam. Nature's beautiful, fam. Listen, thanks so much for watching. I know it's been a long time. Listen, I've been doing a lot. I've been busy. I've been working. A lot of new things are coming. But I appreciate you for watching. If you found this episode valuable, please like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. My YouTube is kind of dry right now, so leave some love in the comments. Leave some thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys next time. Much love, fam. And oh, wait. Share this with somebody you think that may like this. Coming back strong, baby. Talk to you guys. See you guys next time. Peace.